What about Giannis?
That's a great question.
You know what?
Go ahead, Perk. I'm curious what you're going to say here.
I feel like we getting bored with Giannis, right? And we almost, include myself, we're taking him for granted. So when we see his numbers, 29, 11, and almost 6 assists a game, we keep saying, oh, that's just Giannis. No, that's not normal. And so he has shown us for the last, 4 years straight that he has arrived. And I think we're so used to him putting up these numbers that all of a sudden we have literally got bored with Giannis. And it's unfair to him because any other guy like a Joel Embiid that would be putting up the numbers that Giannis is putting up, we would have him as an MVP frontrunner. So here's the thing. I just feel like we don't need to take him for granted. We did the same thing with LeBron James when he was in Cleveland. We was like, oh, that's just LeBron. I felt like when LeBron was in the Eastern Conference, when he was with Cleveland and Miami, he could have won 2 or 3 more MVPs, but we got bored with him, and it became normal. That's why I think Giannis is not at the top of this conversation.
Yeah, and I think it's the fact that he's maybe not chasing history. There's no, like we talk about a Heisman Trophy, what's the Heisman moment? I don't think we've had a chance to see anything like that from Giannis. Because quite simply, he hasn't had to do it. He's got a great group around him. He's a team that I believe is going to come out of the East. He hasn't had to shoulder as much, where there's stories to be told about the trials and tribulations that a Embiid's gone through, that a Joker's gone through. We haven't had to see any of that attrition face from Giannis, and maybe that's what takes a blow off of him in this race. But again, any other year, it's probably Giannis's trophy.
Well, Perk, what about why have we seen an influx with the big man? Why is the big man back?
I don't know, but I'm loving it. I think it's just the evolution of the game, right? And you could just go to, because they're not your normal bigs. Like, these are different type of centers and power forwards. We're watching Giannis, we're watching Jokic, we're watching Embiid. Especially when you look at Jokic and Embiid, these guys are bringing the ball up the floor. These guys are actually initiating your offense sometimes. These guys are showing you outside of the paint area their versatility and their skill set. So they're actually changing the game right before our very eyes, and we're not even really recognizing it, especially when you talk about Jokic and Embiid. Like, watching these two big fellas, two guys that are 7 foot, 280 plus pounds, doing the things that they're doing at this level, skill-wise, is ridiculous. And so we're watching just a different brand of basketball, and I think we're watching the evolution of the game and the big man, and they're finally saying, you know what, this is not a guard or wing type league. The bigs have came back, and I thank God for that every single day.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.